All right, it's time. Another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 897 for June 15th, 2026. On the show this week, we got Turds.
Yep.
Got the Wombat.
Yes, sir.
And that's it. Oh. Not E3 was pretty good this year.
Was pretty good.
We got more to talk about this week.
Yeah. Wait, we do? Oh
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there was some. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know Nintendo's like, we're not participating in your bullshit.
Which is just funny, But
so you seemed a little hesitant there. Did you not think it was good?
No, I did. Overall, I just okay. So in like, there was some stuff that I had hoped to see that we didn't get to see anything, because like I wanted to see Blade, but I mean we did get to they talked about that it's still being worked on, which is nice. That might even be in the news, because I don't know if that was this week or not, where somebody misreported or misquoted or something, and people had to come out and be like, no, we still alive over here. But no, it definitely was good for everything that we got, for sure.
Yeah.
Some people are weird on some of the takes of stuff.
Really? Really?
I mean, that's where we are now.
I've seen too many conversations around some really stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Really stupid. And it's like, okay, well.
But I'm sure we'll talk about all of that fun stuff when we get to the news, because...
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Let's start off with some games. Terrence, I hope you played something, because I don't know about Ryan, but I didn't play much new.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll start with UFC 6.
Oh, yeah.
Which I reviewed.
I don't know if you know, but that's happening in real life today.
Is it today? I didn't
today.
know when it was happening, but
today.
I've seen the pictures. So one thing that I saw, I just go bitch this out, go move on. They were like, I guess, practicing for a motorcycle stunt or something, and they built a facade of the side of the White House in front of the side of the White House. Like, even down to where the trees are placed. So why did we not just, like, I don't understand the reasoning. This whole thing is just a waste of money. So we'll paint this to make it look exactly like the building. Even, like I'm telling you, even the trees, like it matches up, and then do this instead of just film it in front of the.
I mean, anyway. Only the smartest people.
Only. That's it.
I don't know if you know this, but dumb has a B in it. A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. It's true. It's a secret.
It's a secret nobody's known forever.
Oh, shoot. Okay. UFC 6. All right. So I opted to review this because I have no affinity for UFC for real. Like, I know of it, but I honestly don't think I've ever really watched a whole fight. Like, I've seen like maybe some clips and stuff. So I was going into this really blind. So what I was expecting was, and I think I even told Ken this because the review was like short, and I was like, oh, I can make that because it's, it's just some punches and kicks. Like, it's fine. And it's for the most part, that's what it is. But what I found, and I expected it to have, some sort of grapple system, but I was expecting something more akin to WWE games. Jesus Christ. The grapple system in this is ridiculously complicated.
Yeah, the UFC games, There's so much like do this and move the stick this way to pass
Yes.
guard. And
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my God,
It's a
bro. I
lot.
was overwhelmed.
I
Now,
haven't I haven't honestly played any of them since the who was it that used to have the UFC license?
Was it THQ?
THQ, I think.
that sounds right.
That sounds right. Yes. Yeah, I haven't played any of them since then. So it's EA now, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
EA.
EA.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the EA ones, but I know the THQ ones, man, were like 600 controls for um uh when you're, trying to
Well,
position yourself on the ground.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
locked up and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. This is the same way. Now what I will say, and again, I can't speak to what they've done, improved upon from UFC 5 to 6 because obviously I didn't play that one. But I think this is new because I did do some research on the game. So they've simplified the controls when it comes to, not the grapple stuff. That's still, you got to move well, I guess it kind of is. Like you'll get a little prompt that'll come up and you have to move the right stick. So it'll be like, shift, you move the right stick to left, or do this particular move, the windflower arm bar, you press up on the right stick. To do the shamrock ankle lock, you press down on the right stick. I'm just going to the wrestling moves now. But I know he is an MMA person because I saw, and I didn't realize that he came from, I guess, MMA fighting back in the day. But
It's
he's like an
actually
unlockable character.
so it's actually even a little bit different than that, in that he originally started way back in the day as a professional wrestler,
Oh,
but was basically unknown, and then became an MMA fighter, made a name for himself, transitioned from that into uh, the WWE, and then has gone back a couple times. But he's like 100 years old now.
yeah,
So
he's yeah. But that I didn't know that either. That's okay, cool. But yeah, so I found that out that he was an MMA. But so it is simplified. And you can like pick like map which moves you want to to do on there. And then you still have the option to use their overcomplicated controls, which I'm not even going to go begin to describe. It's if you play this game like for real, then you already know what's up about how everything moves. But the simplified stuff was great for a newcomer. Even the combos, so just throwing like punches and kicks, is simplified. So X's is your punches, and you can hit it multiple times, like say in a Street Fighter game, and you're going to turn into a combo. And then A is your kicks, and then they have like modifier buttons with the like right. I think it's right trigger and right bumper, which will kind of turn them into like directional. So you can do right bumpers like head shots, so you can kick towards the head. Whereas the trigger, it's left bumper and left trigger actually. Left trigger would be like low kicks and stuff. So I appreciate the simplification.
I have to tell you, I had to look because I was like, who reviewed the last UFC game?
Who was it?
So this is the first UFC game that we reviewed in 8 years.
Jesus.
The last
Okay.
one was reviewed on the PS4 by Mr. Drew Leachman.
Nice. Okay.
That's how
which one was
long.
that?
EA Sports UFC 3 was the name of
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I reviewed a couple of them
According to
back in
this,
the day,
you
but that
review
was a long time ago.
UFC 2010, UFC 2009. Those are the two you were undisputed games.
Okay. Yeah, the undisputed. Okay.
Yeah. So controls. The
By the way, those were
simplified ones.
PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 games.
Yes, that's.
Oh damn.
So that's how long it's been since
Yes, it's been a while
played a
since you
UFC
played
game.
it.
I can't even give you a date because the dates on these are when we switched to WordPress, so they're both exactly the same date.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Undisputed 2010 came out probably in 2009, I would guess, but let's see.
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
No, it actually came out in 2010.
Huh.
So it would have been
wow.
2010.
Okay, so we just moved to WordPress in 2011, so both of your undisputed reviews are on January 18th, 2011.
Yeah. Yeah, my Day of Reckoning review also shows up as 2011, which is
Yeah.
pretty funny. I
Any
think that game came out
anything
in
you
like
see on the
2004.
yeah anything you see on the site with that date is the date I migrated it to WordPress.
Yeah,
Day of Reckoning is a WWE game, ain't it?
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was going to say that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, I reviewed. That was, I think, my first review for the site.
Holy shit.
Nice.
I think. Yeah.
You
Anyway.
know what? I think mine was, if it wasn't 50 Cent's Blood in the Sand, it might have been Ghost Rider on PS2.
It was 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, according to this, but I guess that's
nice.
Yeah, it's alphabetical. It looks like because that's the date. Because it goes 50 Cent, then it goes 3D Ultra Mini Golf Adventure.
Oh yeah. Oh,
the
that was an
fucking
arcade
Wheel
title,
Man.
I think. Which one? Oh, the wheel. Oh yeah,
Wheel
that
Man.
Vin Diesel game.
Like, what are we
I may
doing?
be wrong, by the way. It may have been Day of Reckoning 2.
It'd been a
they weren't
GameCube
doing
game,
years
right?
back then.
It was a GameCube.
I was gonna say
game,
I don't
yes.
think we have any of the PlayStation 1 N64 reviews on the site because I don't think I could find them.
Yeah, so Day of Reckoning 2, I think, was my first one, which was 2005.
Nice.
Jesus
All right.
Christ!
Been doing this a while.
I would say we've been around a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's what that is. You've been doing this a while. Okay, so UFC, the you know, like I said, the controls. If you already played it, you know what you're in for. But the simplified stuff is definitely kind for newcomers. So it has and I talk about this in the review. It has a story mode, a narrative that's called like the Legacy or something, and in execution, I think it's neat because it kind of works as like a prologue / tutorial for the game. You'll create you don't create your character, you play as Chris. But you can change like up his fighting style and different stuff, and it'll teach you, you'll learn the moves and things as you progress. And then once you finish the story mode, it kind of spits you out in the career mode of the game where you're already in, the UFC, fighting through the different divisions and stuff like that. So it kind of is like nice for that. But I mean, oh boy, if this is not a just paint by numbers type of a sports story. I mean, it's not like, because Ryan talks about this one all the time. Was it the Spike Lee one that had your friend had died or something?
Yes,
And
that's right.
okay, yeah. So it doesn't do all of that. This one, like your friend ends up becoming your rival. So y'all are like training together and stuff, and then you get a pop, and then he's kind of jealous, and then he goes off on the coach and storms out, and now he's trying to be the very best there ever was to beat you, and you try to do this, do the same thing. It's very, like I said, paint by numbers. There's really nothing special here, nothing that you haven't seen or before in a better media. But I forgot where I was even going with this. Oh my God. Anyway, that's the story bit, but it does spit you out into the campaign or the career mode, which is where I ended up playing like the majority of my time. And I walked away pretty impressed overall with the game. Like I had some fun, being that it was my first, ever UFC game. I can't imagine ever using the normal controls because it's just way too much. But I do appreciate this, like I said, even in the review, this new thing that a lot of the fighting games are doing with the kind of modernized or simplified controls to let some of the new people in and ease them into being able to play the game and let them in some cases be even as successful as the people that's using the old school controls, when I say that was like the Street Fighter game and stuff. So, but yeah, if you're a fan, check it out. I mean, I think it's on. No, I don't think it's on the EA Play thing. I think it has that trial.
Not currently. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
but
go
it's
there
not on
eventually, but not
Yeah.
not at launch. It's not even technically out yet.
Oh, that's right. It's just the
Early access stuff.
The early access edition, yeah. I think it's Tuesday, I think is when
It's actually
the whole game comes out.
Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 19th. So
okay. So that's that one. Also reviewing Nickelodeon Extreme Tennis next. And it is exactly as I thought it was, and it is the mobile game. Because I played it on Apple Arcade. The difference being they give you everything in this, except for two characters. They lock Angelica and Cat Dog. Is it Cat? It's not Cat Dog. It's somebody else. Somebody else is locked behind you having to complete some sort of challenges, which is weird because they weren't locked behind that in the in the mobile game. You just unlocked them as part of the normal like progression. But you have characters like SpongeBob, Michelangelo, Garfield. My man Garfield is in here.
is Garfield
Rocco from
Nickelodeon
Rocco's Modern
now?
Life.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think they own, like they have the Turtles license. I think they have Garfield's license because he shows up in all their Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah, he was in the fighting game or whatever.
Yep, he was. Yeah, the one that was like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I can't think of what it was. All Star Brawl or something.
All Star Brawl. They made two of them, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he ended up in that. It's a tennis game. There's power ups that kind of go across the net as you are, lobbing shots back and forth. There's different shot types. A is like your normal shot. Then you have like curve shots with X and a lob shot with Y. You can charge them. You hold it to power it up, and then as the ball gets near, it'll add more power to the hit. You have an ultimate, which everybody's is different. Garfield makes a big snack and then throws it up and then slams it at the opponent. And I don't think there's a way to counter it. And I mean, maybe it's something that you just have to be super skilled at. Because I've tried a couple of different ways. Just normal trying to hit the ball back and then using my super to counter theirs. But it's whoever gets it off first is gonna get that one. And it literally is an attack. Like you get like hit by the ball and like stunned or whatever, and then they get the point. There's nothing really special. Like it's a tennis game. It's from like I said, from a mobile game. Like they're outside of them giving you everything. You can play with your friends on the same couch. There is no online multiplayer. Yeah. It's just a tennis game. So, I'll get the review written for it. It's keeping that sports theme. Let's talk about NBA The Run. Oh, God.
Okay. Man, it's so disappointing.
So disappointing. I was so excited and hopeful when I heard about this because I think it has team members or producers or somebody that was actually involved with NBA Street. Back in the day. So they were a part of this team and they were, talking about this game and showing stuff like, people do these tricks and it's going to evoke that old school, feel and whoop, whoop, whoop-de-doop. Man, listen, I don't know why it's so hard. And I think we might talk about this about a lot of different games, honestly, but why is it so hard to recreate NBA Street? Because in my mind, I feel like it's easy. Like you just put some trick buttons on the controller, you have people play some 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 or whatever, and you loosen the rules and you let them go. Like I don't know why that's difficult. Well, they don't do that in this. So okay, you know what? I think what it is NBA Street. It was that everything was very simple. Like the tricks were just like because I think I played on PS2 back in the day. So L1, R2, like if you hold all four, you do that real flashy dunk where they throw it up and you alley-oop to yourself. I can't remember what it was called. But it was worth like a lot of points. But you would, hold some combination of those and you would pull off different stuff. NBA The Run has that, but they don't explain that to you, that they have that you have to press L bumper, LB, and if you press Y, you can throw an alley-oop to yourself and dunk it. If you press L trigger and B, you'll do different like crossover moves and stuff like that. It doesn't explain any of that stuff. And a lot of that I think is because this game is online only.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing that blows my mind is like, how are you going to make a game, number one, that is trying to rekindle this NBA Street feeling
mhm,
that a lot of people ain't going to play, so making it online only makes it about a 6-month title.
exactly. Because like when I got it installed and stuff, like I was about to call my brother over, like, yeah, I'm about to, because we played. Oh my God, it was a house party, when with the NBA Street games on, especially when Volume 2 came out. Oh man, everybody was at the house playing and having a great time. So I booted this up and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to call him. Like, oh wait, what? You can't even play on the same screen?
No, if you
Okay.
yeah, it's always online. You there's not even like a single player mode.
No single player mode. There's a shoot around, which literally is just you taking your chosen player and literally just shooting around. So you can play with the controls and stuff, but there's like no defenders. So there's no way for you to really practice any moves like in an actual setting or anything. I just feel like this was such a miss. And then I'm like out of it, I think, with NBA roster, because like I knew maybe like 6 of those players on there. Like I knew Stephon Curry. Obviously they had LeBron James on there. And I'm like blanking on everybody else's name. Like all of these is like new players. So, so it's aimed at the, I guess the younger generation, or I guess just Uber fans that are still, watching the league like that. But yeah, even the gameplay is so it is definitely arcade basketball. There's no real rules. Like, I mean, you can push people down to, get the ball out. You can dive to grab loose balls. Knock the ball out of the air when it clearly is going in and would be goaltending in the NBA, which is cool. So it's 3v3. And so there's 2 different modes. You can play where you control one player, and you have 2 randos on your team or you can go in with friends, obviously. But you have 2, friends or whatever on your team. So each person is controlling one player. Then they have one where you just control all 3. And so it's a 1v1 where you're playing against one other person who's just controlling all 3 of their players. They have different, stats as far as 2-pointers, 3-pointers, dunks, and all of that stuff. All of that is par for the course when it comes to like the arcade type basketball games. But the overall gameplay is, I mean, it's for me, it's better than it felt better than the 2K series, and that's just because the 2K series has become, for me, again, so technical. Like I have to hold the X button until like the meter turns green and then let it go. Whereas, back in the day, we visually did that. You held it until they reached the arc of their jump and then you let it, you let it go. Like you just learned that kind of like the flow of how those different players moved and stuff. This is a lot like that, like the old school. There is no meter that you have to look at or anything like that. You do get, as you play, like a superpower, I guess, but I don't know what it does. Like it'll tell you to press, and I don't know, Ken, if you it'll tell you like to press the R2 or L2 but or R3 and L3 in. So you click in the sticks, and it activates, and you move faster, but I don't know what else it does beyond that. Like I know NBA Street, like the ball was glowing and stuff, and like you got more points and different things. Like if you did tricks, as you was amplifying it up and did that meter, like it explained all of the different features and stuff that the game offered. NBA The Run doesn't do that. They just kind of drop you in the main menu, present you with, the 2 modes and tell you to go. Like there isn't any sort of like tutorial or anything. And I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I booted it up and there was no single player, and I just deleted it. I didn't even play it. I was like, "There's no reason for me to play this. I am never going to play this online." So,
man,
it's so disappointing.
It is very disappointing. And the people online are all like day one, they were already super sweaty. I did manage a couple of wins. And so, and that's the other thing. It's really weird. Even the gameplay mode, it's online only. You're in a tournament. So when you load into your first match, you see the bracket, of whatever you have to play. Like now, all the people aren't filled in; they just use like the NBA teams to fill it in because obviously you don't know who you're going to be matched up against yet. But it's a tournament, so you play that first match. If you win, well, then you move on to the next bracket where you play on the next person or whatever. And if you're out, well, then they just give you some credits and knock you back to the main menu and keep it pushing. Now, I won 2 tournaments. I probably will never win another one because like people have just gotten progressively better, and I feel like I definitely squeaked by on a couple of them, or those couple of wins that I got. But once you get like the trophy, and it kind of spins around and it gives you a little kind of, hey, you did it, congratulations, and then you go back to the main menu, they give you some credits and you do it again, and I'm just like,
okay,
I don't know if that felt worth it. Like it would make more sense if it was just, we just playing pickup games. I'm loading into random games that I'm playing, but the little fanfare of the tournament to me, I'm just like, and you couldn't skip any of that either. Like the little trophy spinning and shit. And I'm like, bro, this is not a real trophy. Like okay, cool. I don't know. It's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. I miss NBA Street, and I really thought this was going to be some sort of a spiritual successor, but it's not. This actually feels more like, remember the Midway Street games? I forget what they were called. This feels like that.
Was that NBA Hoops?
Was it? That might be right. Maybe it was NBA Hoops.
I'm trying to remember. I can almost see the cover in my head, and I thought it was called NBA Hoops.
Yeah, because the one had what's his name? Marbury, I think, on the cover. Real flashy player. I could see it in my head. I can't remember. I think you're right. I think it was Hoops. But this feels like that game. Like it's, trying to be NBA Street, but like we don't really quite know how to do it, which is crazy because again, there was like, it was a producer or something that came from the Street Series that was working on NBA to Run, and it's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. I miss the arcade sports games.
I mean, they don't make
NFL Street
any
and
of them
stuff like
anymore.
that. No, none of them. I mean, well, the golf, I guess we get Hot Shots, or
well, no, we don't.
Anymore.
We got one Hot Shots game in the last 10 years.
Oh my God! Okay, I really thought they were coming more regularly.
Like
than
I think
that. Never mind.
Nintendo does more arcadey sports than anybody else.
Okay, yeah, yep. That's a shame because those were so much fun, especially with friends. So I don't know why we're just eliminating same screen stuff, which I get it. People, it's easier to play online, but I mean,
but you should still
folks...
have a mode to play by yourself, like
right or something. Like I mean, because the little shoot around is not it. And maybe they'll add that later because everything gets to come out now and then. Oh, well, it was an oversight. We'll give you a single player. We'll add the same screen because you ain't know. People wanted that in focus testing or whatever. Like, yeah.
Oh
okay.
no, it's.
I know. Okay. Where Did I talk about this last? No, we didn't really talk last week. So Where Winds Meet dropped on the Xbox.
Yeah, I
Finally.
downloaded it because I was like, fuck it, I'll
nah.
try it. It's fine. I don't think it's a bad video game. Like,
yeah,
it's Souls light, but like you can make it like easy mode or whatever, and that's fine.
You can, yeah, which is nice.
But
yeah,
the thing that bothers me about these games, I don't know if it's just me, like I booted it up and it immediately does that. I gotta load the assets, which is 200 megabytes, but for some reason takes like 5 minutes, which makes no sense. Those games that have that structure feel really hollow to me, and I don't know what it is about them. It's just something that doesn't feel solid.
I can see that. I understand what you mean, and I don't know. I think hollow is probably the best word I can think to describe it too, because I do. Because I'm like I think I'm level 20 in it, and even progressing, it's just like I'm not having a bad time. Like this game is good, like it's fine, but it's just something is missing. Like I don't know, and I think you saying hollow is probably.
Yeah, it feels
you.
like I played 2 sword wielding games this week, and like Onimusha felt like, I don't know, deep. Like it felt like there was something there. There's some substance to it. And then I play something like Where the Winds Meet. I'm like, I just don't care. Like, it's not a bad video game. It doesn't insult me. I think it plays fine. The fights are kind of fun. It just doesn't feel. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, no, I get you, and I think, like I said, I think it's fine. Like I don't know if I'm gonna invest heavily and finish it or anything like that. But as like a kind of side distraction, like you said, the sword combat or the combat overall it's it's pretty fun.
It's fine. Yeah.
You can tweak it, kind of how you want to, where it'll automatically prompt you for counters and parries and stuff like that. So you can make things a little easier. I've fought a boss that actually was really fun. So I was like, oh, look at them. Okay, free to play game with this that was all right. Like, so yeah, it does just feel like something is missing. Like I don't know.
It's impossible to describe it. Yeah, it's like it just feels like there's something that should be there that isn't.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I assume you didn't even do the online world thing.
No, I did the solo wander or whatever, and I made it up to the first boss that you fight. And I feel like that intro could have been cooler, where you're like riding the horse and shooting the dudes. But like it's unnecessary. Like it's one of those things where you could put the controller down and nothing changes.
Yep. Yeah, I actually tested that. Like I'm missing those. Nothing. Yeah,
nothing happens in that sequence, and it's like stuttering constantly. I'm like, well, what is going on? Like this is weird.
And I think I have experienced another scene like that. Some of the story scenes are kind of like that, and that's the other thing that I guess like the story even is not terrible. That's here. Like I found myself, because usually with free to play games, I just skip the story. I'm here for the gameplay. I'm not here to talk about, Lord Juhashi has taken over the land of Kugagan.
Still such a weird thing that this is, and if, like, these games all kind of blend together in your head, this is the one where the dude's carrying a baby.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you know what that game is, that he's just carrying a baby. And, like, that scene where he jumps up and it gets the little cut on its cheek, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, that's kind of the Chinese stylized type of stuff. Like I like that, like the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of flows and roll. Like I like that kind of stuff. It's kind of neat. But yeah, you're right. It just feels like something is missing. Like it's not a bad game and it's free to play. So I encourage you obviously check it out from your own opinion.
It's free to play monetarily. It's not free to play storage wise. Holy shit!
That's true. It is huge. Game or Xbox.
163 gigabytes. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it is huge on Xbox. I don't know what it is on the other platforms, because I guess it's everywhere except for Switch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it hit Switch too eventually, but yeah.
Right. I mean, it's on mobile phones. You can play it on a mobile phone, so I'm sure they'll get it on Switch at some point. This is probably the size that might be the problem, because it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, check it out from your own opinion, because it's not a terrible or offensive game. It just kind of feel like something is off, but it is it's a good time for what it is. Couple more and I'll hurry up, because I've been talking for a long time. I just noticed, y'all probably like tell me, shut
brother,
up.
I don't like I said, Where the Winds Meet was the only new game that I played that I can talk about this week. So.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. And this is another new game. Which actually came out on Game Pass as well, but I'm going to be reviewing it. It's Star Seeker, Astroneer Expeditions. Okay, I'm just gonna be blunt, just put it out there, because y'all know I'm a real one. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this game. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not sure why I'm doing it.
Okay.
So the first, bro, I'm so confused. Like, so the first Astroneer played the typical of.
Oh, is this a sequel to that? Is that what this is?
Well, so it's not even a sequel. It's a whole different type of game, and that's why I think I'm so confused. The first one, you land on a planet, you build a base, you had to find resources. It was that type of game. This one, you're always online. First of all. So it's a collective. You're at a star base right? And so you go out on these expeditions. So you load into this starbase where there's a bunch of other people running around all doing their own thing. You go to this map and you pick an expedition site. It lands your drop ship. Other people are probably already on this planet. Like, you can see their little dots running around and stuff like that. And then you have like random missions that you have to do that it gives you for these expeditions. Like, I had to find 2 exo caches, which were just the crates that this I don't think they gave me the name of the organization, but this little space organization that we worked for, a ship crashed. So I had to go find like, the components and stuff off the ship. And then there was other like materials, which was in the first game, like, building materials like carbon and stuff like that you would have to find in that game. Like, you pick up all that here. Once it's done, you go back to the ship, you complete your mission, or go back to the space station, you unload all your stuff in your stash, and then you just have to go do it again. And I'm like, what did I miss? Like, I don't know if there was a cutscene or I was supposed to talk to a guy, but like, I don't know what I'm working towards other than I'm just picking missions and going down here and doing what you're telling me to do, and then I'm going back. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know. So I'm confused. So I'm going to have to, I don't know. I'm going to do some digging to figure this out. So I don't want to talk too negatively about it yet, because maybe I fucked something up. Because there's a lot of people playing it from what I saw, so obviously, there's some enjoyment to be had there. But I can 100% say this: if you played the first Astroneer game, this is not the same thing at all. Do not expect that when you load into this. This is them trying something different in that universe. And it is also, online only or multiplayer only. Which I guess is the same thing. It's online only. I didn't see when I was dropping down for the different expeditions a way to make it private. You can group up with 4 of your friends, which I guess that in essence would make it private. But if you're going out by yourself, there was no way for me to like say, oh, this is off limits. Because even like I said, when I dropped down, there was already people, down there running around doing stuff. So I'll keep toiling it away, and we'll talk about it again next week and see if I haven't come away with a different opinion, and maybe I'll figure something out. Keeping that same vein, not of not knowing what's going on, but that type of game, I'm also playing Bellwright for review, which is a lot like Medieval It's actually a combination of Medieval Dynasty and oh god, what was it? Bannerlord. That I reviewed. So you start off coming back into this land where your family escaped because you were accused of killing the prince or the duke or someone, some royalty, and now they've taken over this land. And it's not like dark and gothic or anything. It's they just are like a tyrant rule, and you're coming back to kind of spur a rebellion. So you come back in starting from the bottom. So you have to build like a tent, and it's a tree puncher game is what Ken likes to call them. So you're building up your resources and things. But unlike Ark and different stuff like that, where you're just kind of a sole guy out here, or you have your guild mates, which are real people. In this, you actually can command an army. So you can recruit, the NPCs, you can conscript soldiers, and then actually, attack different villages and take them over. You can build out your own village, as far as, putting roads and having, shopkeeps and stuff like that. Like it's a pretty deep game, as to what it will end up being. I haven't gotten to like the end game, obviously, part yet, because I'm still relatively early in it, but definitely enjoying it for what I've played. And it's been pretty glitch free, which is nice, because normally these types of games have some sort of issues. If it's like not just like stuff popping in, maybe resources not spawning when you need them. Like, this actually has been one of the better experiences of these type of games. So that's pretty enjoyable. Looking forward to continue on with some more of that. I did play some Marvel Rivals. Cyclops came out. I'm not a Cyclops fan. Never been a Cyclops fan. But damn, he go hard in this game. I'm still not a Cyclops fan, but he really is he pretty goated in this. 33 Immortals, which I reviewed, came out. It's 1.0 launched Friday, Wednesday, sometime this week. So that's like officially out. I've reinstalled that to kind of revisit it. It is for those that don't know, it's a roguelike, where, so 33 of y'all, the idea is you are trying to escape, purgatory. And so like the first boss after you finish the first level is like Lucifer. And then you'll get a key that unlocks the next level. And I've never actually gotten to the last, level, which I can't remember what it's called. I think they're named after like Dante's levels of hell. Like there's Purgatory and Paradiso, and I don't remember. It might be Paradiso, might be the last one. I don't remember. But it's they've added a bunch of different weapons and stuff from the last time that I played it, which was I think a couple years ago. Honestly, I think this has been in early access for a while. But they fleshed out a lot of the story stuff. Combat is good. So you get dropped into servers. You can group up with, your friends, obviously, but you'll get dropped into random servers with a bunch of people. And everybody, for the most part, seems to know, what they're doing. They added where you can like flag different areas, like stuff that you're doing, because you may need people to help unlock certain chests and different things. So you can put up emotes that will, let folks know, oh, he needs some help over on this side of the map. And, usually people will come and kind of help you out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure I have something else, but I feel like I've talked for a long time and I need somebody else to talk. So let's talk to Ryan.
Is Ryan still here?
Oh boy.
He left. Ryan was like, I got to go. He is droning on and on.
I'm like, you know what? It's enough.
Right.
I've had enough of the podcast. So I haven't played a ton, actually. I've done some fiddling this week, which I know Ken is always a huge fan of.
Oh, absolutely.
Ken is the supreme fiddler
I
on
am
this
the
podcast.
fiddler.
Supreme fiddler.
So the fiddling, I haven't played much of these yet, which it makes it a great idea for me to talk about it on the podcast. But I started messing around in the world of ROM hacks for N64 wrestling games.
Ah, yes, this is a big community.
Yeah. So I
Awesome.
I downloaded, I don't know, probably 10 or 11 of them. The only one I've looked at so far really is WCW NWO Revenge Starcade Edition. And so basically what it does is it adds a whole bunch of moves and animations and characters. It basically almost like what a sequel to WCW NWO Revenge would have been. And I haven't played that much of it, but what I have played is pretty neat, and it makes me excited to play the other ones. So I also downloaded some similar stuff for like No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, and then also some English translations for some of the Japanese wrestling games of that time period, like Virtual Pro Wrestling. So I'll play those over the next couple weeks and have more to say on those as I get a little deeper. And then so I've been playing Dragon Quest VIII on my phone, and I can't stand the controls. So I'm gonna scrap it and start over again on the PlayStation 2 version. So I downloaded an HD texture pack for the PlayStation 2 version, which makes it look a lot better. So I started messing around with that as well. Again, I haven't really got into it that much, just long enough to boot it up and make sure it works. And it looks pretty nice for a PlayStation 2 game. So fiddling aside, the only other thing I really played this week was the game of whether or not Octopath Traveler is going to make me jump off a bridge. So I've talked about Octopath on here over the last several, I don't know, I guess a month and a half. And so for anybody who's never played the games, the basic structure is there are 8 characters. Each character has a 4-part story of their own. And once you sort of go through all 8 characters' stories, you're basically done. Now, there are side stories and stuff like that too. But there is one specific side quest that unlocks after you've completed a couple other side quests that at first sort of seem unrelated but are actually tied together directly. So, and that's kind of a theme for this game, is that, there's sort of these 8 stories that end up tying together. And so this final side mission that unlocks has the true final boss and sort of the true ending of the story. And it sort of wraps everything up and puts it all together. So it's optional, technically, but from a story standpoint, it's really not. It's sort of the thing that ties all the Traveler stories together, and acts as a true final boss. So it's, I think, a pretty important side story. So I started trying to play through that a couple days ago. No, I guess it was about a week ago. And let me explain to you the structure here. So the way this final boss works is you have when you enter the sort of the area, you get one last chance to save. So you save when you're coming into the area. Then you have to fight 8 bosses that are shadow versions of bosses that you've beaten previously. So you have to beat all 8 of them in a row. You do have the opportunity between those bosses to change your party if you need to change your party, but you don't get like a automatic rest. You don't get any more saves, right? You have to beat all 8 in a row. Once you beat those 8, you get the first phase of the final boss, which has all of those bosses, by the way, have between 150 and 180,000 HP. You get the first phase of the final boss, who has 500,000 HP. And you get to battle him. Oh, by the way, I should mention, when you boot into the first phase of the final boss, you have to pick 2 distinct teams of your 8. So if you've been rolling with one team primarily the whole time, good luck, because you can only use one team for the first phase and a separate team for the second phase. So you pick your team, you boot in, you fight the first phase of the boss. If you beat him, then you go to the second phase of the boss, who has 3 parts that you have to kill that all have about 150 HP, 150,000 HP apiece. You kill them, the main version of the boss becomes vulnerable. He's got about 180,000 HP. So really, it's almost like 13 bosses.
Jesus.
Now, we haven't got to the Jesus yet.
Oh, you fight Jesus?
No. If at any point in any of those fights, so the 8 shadow bosses you have to fight, the first phase of the final boss, the other 3 phases, or the other phase of the final boss that has the basically 4 pieces to it. If at any point in that you die, your team gets wiped, right? You got to do all of it over again. There's no
Bruh.
checkpoint. There's no save point. You got to fight all 8, then phase 1, then phase 2, regardless of where you die. Yeah. So the first time I died on phase 1 of the boss, and I was like, fuck, that's fucking bullshit. But I'm like, you know what? We're going to go out, we'll grind for a while, make sure I've got all the best weapons that I can have, and we'll give it another shot. So I did that for probably, I don't know, 8 hours. Got myself ready, fought the boss again last night, got him down in phase 2 to red health, which is the last sort of stage of health, and he killed me. And I'm like, oh, he killed me, by the way, because he ended up with basically 5 turns in a row and just fucking demolished my team. I had been doing so well, and he just, by circumstances and because he did some like insta-kill moves against some of my people, he ended up with five turns in a row, and there was just no way for me to survive that. So now I'm fucked, and I got to do the whole thing over again. So I think it's going to be a little bit before I go back to it. I say that now. I may go back to it this afternoon. I don't know. But fuck if that wasn't the most frustrating experience.
It sounds like it.
If it was just starting phase 1 of the final boss over again, it's fine. Whatever. The 8 bosses that you have to fight aren't difficult at all. They're just time consuming. And it's like, I don't have time to restart a 2-hour boss fight. I just don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my frustration with Octopath Traveler. It has sort of impacted my enjoyment of the game. I still really like it, but this is like super bullshit. Like you got to remember, I played Dragon Quest, right? And Dragon Quest is known for having some bullshit post-game bosses. This one, man, it takes the cake for sure. So what I'll say is, if you plan on playing Octopath Traveler, number one, unless you want to spend a whole bunch of time grinding in the post game, which is fine, you can do that. There are some good post game areas. Plus, you'll have some of your other characters leveled up, so you can grind a couple people at once with some powerful characters next to them. But you should sort of use a mix of everybody throughout the game so that you don't have to grind one team up at the very end because you really haven't used them the whole game. And number two, be prepared for the slog of this final boss fight. So I have heard that the second game is better. So I'm looking forward to eventually playing that. It'll be a while because I've got another HD2D game next week to play. But yeah, it was, man, you want to talk about some frustrating moments in the last week. I was pretty pissed. And it's funny because if you search Galdera, which is the name of the boss, half the results are like, God, Galdera is bullshit. This is so unfair. What the fuck is up with this boss? Like, it definitely wasn't a popular decision. Yeah, that's it. I haven't played anything else. We've been too busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's it.
All right. Well, luckily I don't have anything to talk about. Like I said, a couple games I'm playing I can't talk about yet, but I just haven't played anything else. So that makes it easy. But speaking of, let's talk about what's coming out this week. We've got Age of Wonders 4, Secret of the Archmages, Copa City, Junkster, What Have You Done, Father, Dinch Attack, #Drive Rally, Backrooms Escape Together. Did that not come out already?
There's like an onslaught of these backroom games coming out. That's another one.
Okay. My son wants to see that movie, so I'm taking him to see it today after the show. So I know nothing about it, so I'm going in blind.
It's apparently really good. Like I know I'm not even going to spoil anything for you. I know the premise and stuff of it, but I'm actually intrigued to see how they're going to do it with a movie. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear your opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. He was like, we ain't been to a movie theater since the Batman, or no, since Deadpool Wolverine. He's like, I want to go to a movie. I was like, oh, okay.
Nice.
So that's what he wanted to see. I was like, I don't know shit about it. I ain't got a clue. We've got Dave the Diver in the Jungle.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking, for some reason, when I heard Dave the Diver, I was like, Dave the Diver, lost in the jungle.
Wow.
Gone too long in the midnight sun.
That's right. R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos. Sorry, Cosmos. Just joking. Soccer Kid Collection, Cubite Classics. Those were weird fucking games. Space Dragons. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. That's finally out.
Yay.
And then EA Sports UFC 6. Yeah, that's on Friday. PlayStation is exactly the same. How about that Switch? The fuck is that? There's a game called And Roger.
Okay.
This feels like something Anthony would be like, oh, that's that game.
Yeah.
And then apparently that Observer System Redux is also out this week. That's it. That's what's out this week. We're going to go over the Nintendo Direct that happened this week. Which was kind of funny because I know we were sitting there with it, like, before it aired, the little... And Terrence is like, man, look at this countdown thing they're building.
Yeah.
And then it kicks off and it's Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, that's how we gonna start this with Rhythm Heaven Groove. Which I'm not discounting it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that like that game. But that's just so funny to me. But then they kicked off with Onimusha after that, which is cool that it's coming to the Switch too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen is coming October 9th. Now, this is a new kind of like patch, I guess, for this game, where they're doing a lot of stuff to it. Not the least of which I saw this morning that they're removing all the microtransactions from the game.
Didn't know that.
What?
I did know they were giving you a unlimited waystone or fairy stone, whatever that thing is called, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, they're doing some quality of life changes, some control changes and stuff, so be interested to see. I might revisit it, because I didn't really care for the second one nearly as much as I loved the first one. So
I really enjoyed it. I don't
enjoyed
know if or when I'll have time to go back to it, but yeah, I was a big fan of that game. So
the next announcement spurned some conversation. Was Stellar Blade is coming to the Switch 2. And it felt like the news cycle for that was dominated by, well, where's the Xbox version? Because if you remember, back when that game was announced, it had an Xbox logo.
Yeah. I do.
Apparently the team has come out and finally said, nothing is impossible, but we just need time. So I think it'll happen eventually. It just sucks that the Switch 2 version, for me personally, I would rather have played it again on the Xbox. So Orbitals gets a release date September 3rd. That game continues to look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another trailer for Rayman Legends Retold. Another trailer for The Big Walk. They're making a one-piece cooking game? Is that what this is? Like a restaurant management game?
that's what it looked like, yeah.
I guess it's only on the Switch. So, it's interesting. DLC for Pokopia, where you can go underwater now.
By the way, I should mention my my son and his friends are all very excited for Big Walk.
That seems like one of
Uh,
those games, where the younger kids are going to be all about it.
yeah, they're pretty excited for it, and it's the Untitled Goose Game people, so I'm sure it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good. It's 100% not for me, but I'm sure it'll be
Right.
good. Then we had Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I'm not a Fire Emblem dude, so I couldn't tell
Yeah,
you.
I'm not either. I've never played any of them, so
Oh, it looked cool. Like I recently, I mean, I don't own a Switch 2, so I'm not going to play this, but it looked good. I got into Fire Emblem with the Three Houses, which was pretty dope. And then they did like a sequel to that one, but it was done with the one that's like Dynasty Warriors. I forget
Oh,
what it was
the
called.
Muso games.
Yeah.
I
So
played
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was the sequel to the Three Houses. So,
Oh, I wasn't for
but
the
yeah,
story. I was just playing because it's Dynasty.
and you know
Warriors
what? And you totally could do that because they don't really explicitly tell you that the stuff. Well, because that's a spoiler. But yeah, they don't explicitly tell you the links and stuff. But like those that played it are like, oh shit, wait, because that's kind of how I was doing it. But yeah, if I had a Switch 2, I would get this Fire Emblem. It looked good.
Next up was Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet. I didn't know there was a first Ninjala. I must be out of the loop on this game.
Is this the one with the gum,
Yeah.
the bubble gum?
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
this is the
so
bubblegum game.
I played. This was a not a battle royale, but it's a multiplayer only game on the first version, the first one, and it's on the Switch because I played it on my Switch. It's pretty fun. Like the combat and stuff was good, but it's one of those multiplayer games that once you get like stun locked, it's over. Like you can't break out of it, and you're just gonna get pummeled to death, and that was pretty frustrating. So to see that them doing like a single player thing is pretty exciting because the combat and stuff was pretty fun in that game.
Yeah, this is a Switch only game, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Next up was the DK Challenge, where you can go play the classic games and do different challenges, I guess. You can also do it in Bonanza.
Yeah, I just think that's a neat idea. I like it when they do that stuff.
Yeah. Crazy, though, there was no new, like, GameCube games announced. Like, what are we doing,
Right.
Nintendo?
Nothing. Yeah.
Jeez, there's like 6 games on there? Like, that library has so many titles that need to show up. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivation? Those
Yeah,
are words. Those are words.
Survivation. Yeah, it, made in partnership with the Vampire Survivors guys, so it's not just like a knockoff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll play it. It is coming to everything too. I did see that was dropped after the show.
And interestingly, it's a Vampire Survivors that's also a battle royale.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like eight players against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It worked well in what was it Pac-Man that had something like that on Switch? Somebody else had a game that was like a battle royale, where you wouldn't think it would traditionally work, but it was pretty fun. So yeah, I'm interested.
Yet another Lords of the Fallen 2 trailer. Jesus Christ.
Listen, I want you to be excited. He wasn't even on this show, but he was like, listen, y'all sneak this in there, put that in there. We really want people to really remember this one.
There was a lot of that during this not E3 of like games we know about being constantly repeated.
Yeah.
Lies of P is coming to Switch 2 on August 6th.
That's cool.
Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition is actually out next week for the Switch 2. They wanted you to remember that it was 60 frames a second. Like, I know it's the Switch, but
I saw that.
60 frames a second. The new game from Vanillaware was announced exclusively not on Xbox, which is Muramasa the Revenant Blades.
Yeah, that's crazy work. That is not on Xbox, but that's fine. I mean, Okay.
Well, Vanillaware is also known for not doing PC games. This is on PC.
Yeah, I saw that. So now I guess it's just an extra slap to Xbox because we're going to do the one that we don't even usually do, but fuck you guys.
Has Vanillaware ever been on an Xbox console? I'm trying to think.
Let's see.
I don't think they have. If we go back to, I think they started on the Saturn and PlayStation 1, but I don't think they've ever been on an Xbox platform.
Yeah, I don't see anything actually.
Like, I've played almost all of their games, and they're quality games. Their artwork is a little questionable, but the games are good. But I don't think any of them have ever appeared on an Xbox platform. Maybe the 360 in Japan. Maybe there's a weird one that I'm not remembering. But then next up was the Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 Switch 2 editions, which the first game dropped during the show. I think the second one's in July, and the third one is this fall? Or actually this winter, December.
Mm.
And then they announced a new Xenoblade game called Genesis. That's the name in North America. In Japan, it's called the Xenoblade Mega Drive.
Yeah. Wait, are you lying? Oh, ha! Ha! Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
You son of a bitch. Because I was serious. Like, wait a minute. Oh, that was good. Okay.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. So yeah, I'm down. They showed bowling, and I was immediately like, okay.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I'm looking forward to that. I like those games a lot. So
yeah, I'm in for this one.
Except
for maybe the thumb
has
wrestling.
had a game on Xbox, or maybe you said this Unicorn Overlord. That was on Xbox.
Was Unicorn Overlord on Xbox?
Mm-hmm. That's what it says on here.
I don't remember Unicorn Overlord coming out on Xbox.
Yeah, it's on Series XS, is what it says.
But
that's the only one. That's it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So one.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we get.
Speaking of games that had way too many trailers during not E3, RuneScape Dragon Wilds. I think this showed up 3 places.
It did.
Hello Kitty Party Land is a exclusive Switch game.
Every time I see a Hello Kitty game, I just think, man, Butterscotch is so excited right now.
Absolutely.
Like, that's every time.
Fuck Wombat, we did forget to talk about something. I cannot believe we forgot to talk about that Star Fox demo.
Oh yeah. Y'all did play that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It is so good. It's beautiful too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Yes. Yeah, I couldn't believe how good it looked on the Switch too. Like it is beautiful.
Yep, and it's Star Fox.
Yeah, and it's out in 2 weeks, I think.
Does the save carry over?
Like,
no, I don't think so.
And no, and I mean it's Star Fox, right? So the levels are short.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's not anything. It's not a big deal to me if it doesn't carry over.
I do feel like I need to modify the controls. I think the controls are a little weird. I feel like certain things should be on different buttons than they are by default. But other than that, fantastic. Cannot wait to play the final game.
It's good to hear.
This one kind of came out of nowhere, which is Final Fantasy Resonance, yet another HD 2D game.
Yeah, so this is actually, there was a mobile game that was Final Fantasy, and it was really good story-wise, and I guess I can't remember what it was called, because it had a weird, like, Exodus van Luxtata, they were, they're crazy naming conventions, but this game is, like, taking some of the characters and story elements of that, and putting it into, like, a a paid Final Fantasy game, which is exciting to see because it looked really good. And this is coming to everything, which is exciting.
I mean, all I needed to see was the dude traversing the 2D HD world on a chocobo. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was. I really thought it was a remake of 6 at first from like the little picture because 6 has like Terra sitting on that like Magitech armor kind of thing, like the logo, and this kind of resembled that. That's why at first I was like, wait, hold the fuck on. Are they about to remake 6? I have to be hyped. But yeah, I definitely will take a new one. Like this looked good, and I love that art style. So yeah, I'm definitely down for it.
I mean, they could print money if they redid 1 through 6 in 2D HD.
100%. Yep, 100%. That's why I figured they were starting with, because I mean 6 is
6 is the one that people
like,
talk about.
Yeah,
but yeah, you could do all 6 of them, and you would sell a boatload.
Mm-hmm.
Piku Niku 2. I don't know anything about Piku Niku. That's an Anthony video game.
Yeah, he was hyped at that one, actually. He was like, in 3D? And I was like, oh, okay, in 3D.
In 3D? Well, cool. Bubsy did that. That didn't work out well for him, so hopefully this does better.
Did not.
Bubsy.
Dragon Quest Monsters, The Withered World.
Dragon. Yeah, this looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really like the last Dragon Quest Monsters game, so yeah, very, very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am too, because I can play this one on my Xbox, so I'm looking forward to getting this one.
We got a new trailer for the Dusk Bloods. They still say it's coming out this year. I'll believe it when I see it.
What is that? Oh,
the
Vampire
FromSoft
Souls game. Yeah.
Splatoon Raiders got a release date 23rd of July. So
I am interested to see how that does. I like Splatoon. Like, I love that game, but I never really mess. I think Ryan said the same thing. I didn't mess with the single player components a whole lot. So I'm curious to see how well they do in making just a single player game. But it looks fun. I mean, I will say that.
Deltarune was also here. People got excited about that. I don't even know what that is. I know it's from the people that make Undertale. That's where my knowledge stops.
Yeah, I've never played it. I know that it has a cult. I don't want to say a cult. It has a following. Like
it's the same cult following as Undertale.
Well, yeah.
They announced Metaphor Refantasio for the Switch 2. I know people were excited about that. I don't know. Like, I know Jay was like, more people should play this. I played like 2 hours of it. I didn't care for it. Not my jam. And I like the Persona games, so.
I mean, I liked it. It just felt like Persona 5, just in a different environment.
I hate the little fairy that talks to you. I really hate that fairy.
I got you.
Although I'm not a fan of the radio buddies anyway. They drive me up a wall.
I was going to say you aren't. Like, you just, because she doesn't really bother me too much. Some of them do, more so than others, but she's not terrible. But yeah, you do not like the radio buddies. You like, just leave me alone.
Yeah,
be out here.
Let me do my thing. Like as much as I love Zelda, even I yell at Fee and all of them. I just like, shut the fuck up. We don't need to talk. Minecraft is coming to Switch 2. Sure, surprised it wasn't there already.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Another Atelier game, Atelier Kara, The Night Kingdom and the Guide of Memories. Like, do these games sell like crazy and I just don't know about it? Because there's like a fucking ton of them.
Apparently. Because there are a lot of them.
Yeah. Space Marine 2 is coming to Switch 2.
Space Marine.
Yeah.
That was just for you.
I appreciate that. That's what...
Mm-hmm.
That's what works. That's what, yeah.
Observer Redux. We talked about that earlier. DayZ. Sure.
Heard that wrong. Okay.
Metal Gear Solid Master Collection was there? I don't even remember that part.
I don't remember seeing
it briefly showed up in the montage.
Okay.
The montage.
I was going to say, I walked out. I had to go do something. I missed the montage, so.
I just need to have Metal Gear Solid 4 out of PlayStation 3 jail. Please.
Man, that's all. I'm so excited for that. I'm booting that up. Soon as oh man, I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
Cannot wait.
I hope they simulate the smoking install screen in
Yes,
some form or
me
fashion.
too. Like, yep.
Rise of the Tomb Raider 20th year celebration launched on Switch. Shadow dropped. Tales of Eternia 16th of October. SnowRunner was a shadow drop. Switch 2 version. I definitely don't remember Fitness Boxing 3, Your Personal Trainer Nintendo Switch 2 edition. But, you know. Everbloom looks like a fox farming game. Sure. Final Fantasy XIV Online was in the sizzle reel. And then we get to the Kingdom Hearts stuff. So they announced the collection 1 through 3 native versions coming to Switch 2. And then we got the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 and people went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because that's the second time we've gotten to see it. The first time in a long time. And it looked like it was running on the Switch. Switch 2, excuse me. Which is also exciting. But it looked good. I'm excited. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. Not so much for all the spinoffs because fuck that. All right, is way too much stuff. They do way too much crazy time loop meta. Bruh, listen, okay, I mainline them, so I'm excited for number 4. So
all was for naught though because immediately it was forgotten.
Yep.
Because
not by me, but
The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time remake, and it's coming this year.
I'm gonna tell you though.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! We saw Link sleep, motherfucker. If the game's coming out this year, one would think
we're gonna get
show me more.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. So Kirby's Air Rider got like a 2-hour direct.
Right.
Ocarina of Time about to get like a blowout. We're about to have like 14 episodes, a whole season of fucking directs.
I just feel like we damn well better. And if we don't, that's crazy work. So we did all of this for Kirby, but Link is literally just going to be sleep until release day.
I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Clearly, because everybody
need to say
went
it's happening.
Shit.
Yeah. People crying on Twitter. Oh my God.
I hate that performative.
Yeah, I do too. I can't.
God.
I can't stand that shit. Like you couldn't find many more people more excited than I am for this. I ain't crying on Twitter. I'm sorry.
I'd be excited, but you don't have to do. Come on, guys. Come on. I just really wanted to see because obviously I'm going to have to find the coins to get a fucking Switch too. But this would be the game that would definitely force me to search a little harder for those coins because I don't have the same affinity that I think all of y'all do because all of y'all really are Nintendo fanboys. I think I'm the only one that's really not. But I did love that game. But I want to see what the combat and stuff looks like. I'm very curious to see what kind of changes and stuff they made. That's why I was hoping for more than just him sleep. Like I thought they were really going to show something, but that really is all you really needed to get,
Oh yeah, that's the hype, and we all know that's the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
So this is the beginning of the marketing for this. I feel like this comes out November.
Oh,
because Nintendo don't give a fuck. Nintendo's like whatever.
None. 100%. Like they should come out November. Yeah. Yep. I wonder if they're going to do like gold cartridges and stuff, or I guess
gold
cards. Is that what
gold
we do now?
Little key card.
Yeah, key card. That's what there is. Yeah.
I don't know. All right, so that's the Nintendo Direct. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally could have just put up that logo and the Direct been 3 seconds, and I'd have been like, all right, it's a win.
A lot of people, I was reading a lot of stuff. A lot of people felt like that. Then I know that this game is just crazily loved and not, it is exciting to see it coming.
But then, we came down from the high of Summer Game Fest, and Microsoft and Xbox were like, you know what? I see a whole shitload of rakes over there.
Yeah, Jesus.
So I'm gonna go step on pretty much all of them at the same time. So Xbox is apparently planning major layoffs, according to a couple of insiders who have said this. They also put out that what it was, I don't know what you call it, that the next 100 days
Oh, the memo
thing
that they put out, their email or whatever.
They're calling it the Xbox Reset, which is so much has come out since that memo dropped. Of apparently Asha Sharma is now like, okay, we need to fast track Halo and Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and you sit there and you go, well, no shit. Like, how was that not a thing before?
Right.
Yeah, how is that not already understood?
There are
Those
two
the big
seasons.
games.
There are 2 seasons of the Fallout show that are extremely popular, and you ain't done shit but add fishing to Fallout 76. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Well, they did add the ghoul. Like, he has a whole section.
But it don't matter because
that's
it's the fucking MMO. How do you
Right.
not
Well,
have the
that's- yeah.
Fallout 3 remaster or something out there?
Yep. Yep.
It's just,
I mean, clearly, as much as we hate early announcements, this is a company that does not mind announcing a game many years before it comes out. So they could have just been like Fallout 3 remaster being worked on, and people would have been, satisfied with just that.
yeah.
I'm talking about Elder Scrolls, if y'all couldn't guess. I'm just, 8
Um,
years that was announced.
So
It's been a long time, Terrence. You don't have to rub it in.
I think it was 8 years ago.
Listen, I want it too.
Yeah, I think it was announced in 2018. So I think it was 8 years ago.
Just crazy. But yeah, to your point, they could have, they should have been capitalizing on this. I don't understand.
Yeah, it looks like some of the studios may be on the chopping block. Obviously, it's going to be, you're looking at things like Double Fine or
Damn.
what's the South of Midnight team? Compulsion. That's another one.
I saw that. I don't know. I don't know who to trust with these different leaks that I see come up, but I did see someone post on something that Compulsion may be on the chopping, or one of them on the
Yeah,
chopping
because
block.
South of Midnight didn't exactly. I mean, I love that fucking game,
I do too. It was really good.
but it did not light
music.
up any chart anywhere.
No.
And it, like reading through this feels a lot like Xbox is like, we're gonna do the Sony thing where we put out, these big budget games, and instead we rely on, somebody mentioned this, and God, I hate it. This is what PlayStation has done to this industry, is that like Xbox is gonna start paying for third-party exclusives, and I fucking hate that.
I saw. Yep.
I cannot stand.
But
I do not want that to happen.
I bet they do though.
Yeah. That we're going back
to the bad old days.
Yep, we're going back to the console war has been, like we've talked about, it's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
But people keep doing it because you're all pathetic fucking people. But it's back. Like,
You're all pathetic fucking people.
I mean, they are. It's true.
But we keep doing it because you're all pathetic fucking people.
I mean, listen, he ain't telling no lies. I just, I don't understand.
Yeah. So yeah, the console war is back, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if Xbox wants to make that big statement, Elder Scrolls 6 is that game.
Yeah.
It's you make that exclusive, and if you remember the 360, what was that game?
Oh, it was was it Oblivion?
It was
Was that
Oblivion.
the one that came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what. Yeah. Yep.
Oblivion was like, I gotta have an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember because we were working selling them when them Xboxes came out, and I remember many people would come in and be like, "Yeah, I'm trading in their PlayStation stuff." Like, "Yeah, I'm trying to play that Oblivion." That what they would get 360, the Oblivion. Good times. Yeah.
Sinuous Saga Hellblade 2 has changed its name to Hellblade 2 Sinuous Saga. What?
Are you lying?
Say what? Can you
What?
say that
No,
one more time?
Sinuous
Right.
Saga Hellblade 2 is what the game is called. It's
Okay.
changed its name to Hellblade 2 Sinuous Saga.
Sweet. Thanks.
Like, I just want to. I swear to God, we focused on the wrong things. Like, I don't. What are we doing?
So there was a whole bunch of hoopla over the Gears of War E-Day thing, where it was supposedly a PlayStation 5 version. Xbox put up a podcast with a banner that had a PS5 logo on it and immediately took it down. One of the developers said that it was never in development for PS5. Like, why you lying?
You don't have to lie.
Listen, the very fact that y'all you didn't just like, I don't know, censor that part or something. You took the whole podcast down.
No, y'all never saw that.
Right. Like, you should have just been, yup, listen, y'all got us. We was doing it for that, but, due to market conditions, because y'all fucking like that excuse, we had to switch it up, and we decided not to drop it on PlayStation 5. Like, but instead, you're just going to insult all of our intelligence and be like, nah, you never saw that. We wasn't lying. What you talking about?
We talked about it last week on the show, but that intro from Asha Sharma on their press conference thing,
oh yeah,
that was totally
like
added the night before.
Yeah,
motherfucker had different font. Like, don't try to. Internet's too big for you to be trying to lie. Don't lie.
But what feels crazy about this is that they're doing all of this to cater to a very small portion of their audience, because who cares? Do any of us? I don't care that it was like, so you're doing all this backtracking and all this making yourself look like fools for a very small subsection like Clobril and Paris and all the rest of them. Like, the fuck? What? Just
I don't know, man. All I know is that Jim Cat is back on the Xbox bandwagon.
Yeah, this guy. And like I told you, I was like, is this the flip or the flop? I don't know which one he's on at this point.
It's insane.
Oh.
Okay. Project Mara was canceled. I don't even know what that was.
What that is.
That was the Ninja Theory. Yeah, it was the Ninja Theory thing, but I don't know. There was like one trailer.
See, and that's why we shouldn't announce stuff. So this thing done been announced and canceled, and we can't even tell you what the fuck it was. That means you shouldn't even told us about it. Like, what? Okay, go ahead.
It's a great point.
I don't know. It's been an absolute insane week of like people talking about Xbox exclusivity, and
yeah,
like how many people they had to come out and say these are not timed exclusives, they're exclusive forever, all this kind of stuff. Also they basically put out there that Xbox has a 3% accountability margin, which is awful.
Jesus.
Like what? I think I read somewhere somebody said they could have put the money in the bank and made more than they made off of Xbox.
Damn.
Like just from the interest they would make.
Yeah. Yeesh. Okay.
There's also been conversations about Xbox being spun out.
I saw that.
Yeah. Basically the way GitHub works and stuff like that. I don't know. All this conversation is a bit ridiculous. I just, I posted it in the chat, and like I understand people are like, well, I hope Double Fine doesn't get shut down. I hope somebody buys them, and it's like, here's the thing: nobody can afford to take these losses. Like, I love Double Fine, but their last two games were Kiln and The Keeper.
Yeah.
How much?
You are correct.
Yeah, like how much money do you think those made?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, and I want these kind of things to thrive. I want these things to, and that was one of the things that I liked about Phil Spencer was he's like, we're just going to let them do the weird stuff that they want to do. And it's just, who's going to buy them?
Yep. That's not paying the bills, unfortunately.
And that sucks
But I
because
thought,
these games are going to go away, you know?
yeah, but I thought that was always how the business worked. Even like in movies, you have your tentpole stuff that's bringing in the money to help kind of fund the smaller indie stuff you want to do. But
Sure,
I
but
guess that's
when games like Ninja Gaiden, from what I understand, flop,
I've not looked at the sales for that. I did
Ninja
not know
Gaiden
that.
flopped hard.
Damn, that's surprising. Okay,
Yeah.
wow.
So like, I mean, Forza's the first game that they've put out that's been like numbers since I think the Oblivion remaster. So like, while they've had a very healthy lineup of games,
Mhm.
they haven't been offsetting that.
Gotcha. I see.
So
It's just okay. So they are trying to do that. It's just they ain't making the money to fund the. Okay.
yeah, they're
Okay.
going to end up like PlayStation, which is, something that we all hate, where you get
Yep.
like one game and that's all you get.
Yep.
We are literally about to 360, pun intended, back to where Microsoft is Halo, Forza, Gears.
Yep.
Jeez.
And that fucking sucks.
Yeah. But that's what pays the bills. So that's man.
Yeah. It sucks, man. It really sucks. PlayStation Plus Premium Extra announced its lineup: Final Fantasy 16, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Farming Simulator 25, Blades of Fire, Black Desert, and Gitaru Man.
Damn. They eating over there. Okay. I mean, the first couple sound it was good.
PlayStation still fucking. You get one PS2 game a month for paying
That's all
for
you get.
premium.
Listen. Please be excited for Dawn of Dreams next month. Right? Please be excited.
No, I will not. I hope you can buy PsyOps separately, because I think I'm going to cancel my premium PlayStation Plus and just buy
PsyOps is
PsyOps.
awesome. Yeah, that is a good purchase right there. Good game.
There's a Splatoon Direct on its way June 30th.
Didn't know that. Nice.
Resident Evil Veronica has been confirmed as a third-person game.
Excellent.
What else is going on? Hideo Kojima is no longer interested in AI, so he also apparently made up with Geoff. I don't know if you saw that tweet.
I didn't know they were beefing.
You didn't see the whole thing about, the mom and dad broke up because Hideo wouldn't reply to Geoff on Twitter?
Listen, I didn't know he was trying to reach out to him. I thought, listen, I just always assumed that they was bosom buddies, but yeah. I get, you know what? He wasn't at the little summer thing because we didn't have, my stuff that I called, because I did have a couple of things on there that I was right about. We did not have a glazing session for Kojima. Okay, I just realized that. Huh. All right.
Yep.
Glazing session.
I mean,
We got Hideo here today. He walked in and bought some new shoes. Look at those shoes. All right. Talking about video games. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
That shit's funny. Oh, all right. Back to what else do we got here? Focus Entertainment will be publishing Bradley the Badger. Remember that game?
What?
It's the cartoon parody game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Focus picked up that game, I guess. Which that's cool. It looks like a cool game. I just wish it was on something other than just PC.
I thought it was on PS5 too.
No, I think
this
it's
was
just
on the-
PC.
Oh, okay. Well,
If it's on PS5, I have a PS5, so I'd be okay with that.
maybe. Oh, yeah, it is. It's just on PC. Okay, yeah, you're right. Lame.
Ubisoft is shutting down Ubisoft Winnipeg, about 85 people. They're also closing Ubisoft Belgrade, and Ubisoft Barcelona is being restructured to fully focus on Rainbow Six Siege.
We ain't never getting a real Rainbow Six game again. Jesus
Nah, dude, Siege is
Christ.
just gonna be forever.
Oh,
Ever?
such a shame.
Forever and ever.
Ever. Man.
Crimson Desert has now sold over 6 million copies.
God. Okay.
Street Fighter 6 is 7 million copies.
Which one?
Street Fighter 6.
Right there.
Mina the Hollower is just past 500K.
I thought you were about to say Mina Holler done sold 7 million copies. I was like, oh, wow. That studio is definitely saved.
You gotta get another 500K though, otherwise there'll be a strongly worded article coming your way.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
right. How dare you? How dare you not have allowed us to sell 1 million?
The Gothic remake sold 500,000 copies. Brian, I didn't know you had that much money.
Well, you know.
He bought gifts for everyone. That's what we all get for Christmas. I'll be a comic.
007 First Light has sold 2.7 million. I'm glad that game's doing good, even though I like it less and less the more I play it.
That is damn.
What?
God, you like it less and less the more you play.
I mean, it's
That's
true.
like the same thing Steven said.
I mean, it's true.
I'm the only one like the game. All right.
No, a lot of people
All right.
like the game. It just does some things I don't care for as it goes on. So,
Well, honestly, it does for me too. I understand where y'all coming from, for real. I think and I said this to him, I think my overall love of the character, because I didn't have to review it. If I did, I would force myself to be a little bit more objective. But my overall love of the character, I forgave a lot of the stuff that I probably otherwise wouldn't if this was just called Jim Jones Saves the World. I don't know why.
You were struggling there.
What?
Jason Momoa is apparently pulled out of the Helldivers movie.
Yeah. They made a huge deal about that, too. I wonder why. It might have been a scheduling thing.
Schedule for
Maybe.
what?
Schedule for not doing Helldivers.
Right.
Helldivers went from Jason Momoa to Jason Melessa.
Christ, that was a rough one. That was a rough one.
No, that was good. Definitely a dad joke.
Here's an interesting tidbit. We know Sony's kind of moving away from PC games for their first party stuff. According to this report, that means they're also pulling back from the Chinese market because nearly half of the Steam sales of Stellar Blade and Death Stranding are from China.
Ooh.
Yeah. Could end up being a pretty big mistake, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to see if there was anything else. We talked about that. I think we're good there. I do have some emails. Oh, okay. So somebody sent in an email last week, which we didn't read emails because we were doing the E3 show. But he sent a reply and said we basically answered his question last time.
Okay.
So we've already discussed that. So I'll move over to the Twitter, where we do have some tweets. Shogun says, I hope you guys watched the Fable deep dive. I did. Looks great, and yes, a racing studio made the game. I may be wrong, but you guys seemed disappointed in the shows last week, complaining about fatigued with franchises. I find it funny that some are playing the same game for 10 years. Now, come on.
That was a shot directly over your bow, Ken.
I don't know what you're talking
only
about.
One of us is doing that.
Oh, what are you talking about? I mean, they didn't make a sequel to that game. Oh, shit.
Right.
Hey, they reverted it. Leave me alone. I wasn't disappointed at the show. I think most of the thing I was disappointed in was the fact that, like, the PlayStation Showcase basically showed the same games we already knew. And
Yeah.
like, I feel like E3 is for the, oh, hey, guess what's coming? Like, that's what gets you excited. Like, I
Mhm.
don't need another trailer of Control. Just give it to me. You know,
Yeah.
I sure as shit don't need another trailer for Stranger Than Heaven. Jesus Christ, can we back the fuck up? Like,
Yeah. Well, you know what? And I think that's what it was. I think maybe that wasn't expressed enough. They were taking that because I feel the same way with a lot of those games. We've already seen them enough, but that wasn't us saying, we're not excited, for the show or even those games. It's just saying, why are we still showing them? We didn't need to see what was it, RuneScape, Dragons, whatever, at all three shows.
yeah,
You know what I'm
3
saying? Like
times. Yeah.
that's too much. But
Like,
yeah,
I like the stuff that was new got me excited. You know, God of War,
Mhm.
Lao Fei, and Ocarina of Time. Like that stuff. That stuff hypes me up. Like Xbox, if I remember correctly, they didn't really have anything we didn't know about, right?
Right.
So like,
yeah, you're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
other than the fact that E-Day and Clockwork Revolution were exclusive.
that I don't
Yeah.
give two shits. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah.
but like, I wanted to see like a new game. Like, well, we saw Spyro. I'll give them Spyro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah, that's
don't
true.
remember what else they showed that was new. It might have just been Spyro. Because, yeah, I mean, Fable, we got, like, I did watch that 30-minute deep dive, and I am so excited for that game. Definitely giving me what I want there. But I don't remember. I think you might be right. Spyro might have been the only thing we saw that we didn't know they were making.
Yeah. Like,
Huh.
I know people were excited for State of Decay. That's fine. We knew it was coming. We
Yeah.
knew what it was. We knew Fable was coming, but I was super happy to see them actually play it because we hadn't seen
Yeah.
that yet.
Yep.
Gears of War, I didn't watch the direct afterwards because I'm like, the trailer that you showed me, I'm in. Like, let's do it.
I did watch that after the fact, and they, go a little bit deeper with some stuff. I am more into that game now than I was before because I was going to play it and I was just like, man, but I would, like I said, I would have much rather them went to Gear 6 instead of doing this prequel. I hate when series stop in the middle of a story to go back to the beginning or whatever because now we have to explain why this things weren't present in, Gears 1 through 5, but whatever. But yeah, after watching the little deep dive thing, I'm definitely more on board with that game.
Yeah. I'm excited to play it. And then obviously I'm super excited now, more than I was, to play the Halo campaign Evolved because that trailer looked great. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
play
think
that in
it's
third person too.
yeah.
That whole
I'm not
thing,
playing like that. That's not Halo. No, thank you. It's like playing Ridge Racer in third person. Some kind of monster.
Do you not?
No, fuck no. Ridge Racer in third person controls like ass.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I play every racer in third person. So if I played Ridge Racer, I'm pretty sure I played it in third person.
And you
So I
probably
must
like,
have
this
been doing myself a
sucks.
disservice. I probably did.
I don't know what Namco does, but in third person, Ridge Racer controls like ass. You put in first person, it's butter. Like, I don't get it.
Okay.
It's weird. He says, as Xbox continues to be the dominant conversation in gaming, can we honestly say that the media does not have some type of bias towards Microsoft? We're looking at one-to-one identical movements between Sony and Microsoft, and Microsoft gets all of the criticism. He's not wrong, but I'll tell you why they get the criticism. Because they can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And I think it's a double-edged sword for them because I think they feel like, oh, we need to talk to the people and really explain to them and show them and we'll really show them, what we're doing and all this, that, the third, rather than just do it, So they feel like they have to earn back or get back some of the trust and stuff that they once had. So they're doing too much by talking too much. And you're right. They need to stop doing that because Sony is not. We don't know all the inner workings of Sony shit like we do Microsoft's because Microsoft's just volunteering up this information.
Brother, Sony hasn't even publicly said that they're pulling away from PC games yet. We just all assume that it is true at this point.
That's crazy work because I thought, because I did no research on this whatsoever, I had just assumed, listening to all of everybody that, this was an official thing. That's crazy that we have just ran with this story while Sony is somewhere smoking a cigar. And I'm talking like Sony is a guy walking around.
It's just one dude. Just one dude walking around. His name is Sony.
Walking around, not saying shit.
Sony D PlayStation. That's his name.
Yep. That's his name.
Yeah, they have never made a public statement saying, we're not making, like they've had internal conversations, which apparently is what is leaked, but they have never made a statement publicly. Where Asha Sharma's like, oh, those logos, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to know that. Like, you don't need to make a comment about that. Like, nobody gives a fuck except for this 5 people that you gave free Xboxes to. Maybe take those back. Maybe that'll get you some money back.
Maybe take those back.
It will. Yeah, walk those back.
What do you think that console costs? $800? Would you give away like 100 of them? Mm-hmm. That's a nice little chunk of change, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, that lets you keep a developer, right? What, 80 grand?
At least one, yeah.
I don't know, dude. That's fucked up. I see those pictures of him like posing with her, and just God, I hate that shit. I hate it so much. You didn't see the PlayStation hamburger dude posing with Jim Ryan,
right? Like I don't understand.
He would. Don't get me wrong. He totally would. Jim Ryan's like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah, but Microsoft has embraced that parasocial relationship,
yeah,
that they have with the fan. Okay.
So that's why Microsoft gets a lot of credit. Now, I don't agree with like people like, well, I got to write an article about how this game is never going to be exclusive because I said so. Like, y'all just reaching at stuff. That's like making a post about, like Helldivers will never come to Xbox or something weird like that. Like, Sony made a mistake putting MLB The Show on Switch. Like, dude, Microsoft is easy traffic. It's very lucrative to shit on that platform because people love to watch that platform be shit on.
Mm-hmm.
So, finally says Xbox literally did everything except drop the price, which I'm sure they want to. Oh, they definitely don't want to. But it doesn't look like it's feasible with the Xbox reset looming. All of the clickbait channels are now saying Xbox is dead again. They clearly have a roadmap and strategy, but it's wrong to pivot. I'm kind of at two minds about this. Like, I don't know what the next... What does it mean for Xbox reset? What does that mean? I don't know. I'm going to sit here and watch it. My library is invested in the Xbox, so I'll continue to play there until it's gone. But at the same time, I think the griefers saying Xbox is dead is just another day that ends in day. That's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, you're right.
I mean, if I had a nickel for every Dreamcast guy video that said Xbox is dead, I'd have a shitload of nickels.
This guy, you would. Lord.
So I don't know. Like I said, I do think people shit on Xbox a lot, but I also think Xbox deserves some of the shitting. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's it. That's all the tweets that I have. I can check Blue Sky again real quick, but I didn't see anything over there. Nope. Nothing on the Blue Sky. Although Peter did send us a picture of Sonic live in concert for Anthony, but Anthony is not here.
Sonic live in concert. Nice.
I wonder if it's like some Chuck E. Cheese shit where they got like animatronic Knuckles on the drums or something.
What I was picturing. Yeah. Oh, wow. The drums.
I mean, that's what's in the picture. That's where I got it from.
Okay. Got you. Yeah. Well, I mean, because that's. All right.
See, here's the picture he sent. See, motherfucker on the drums.
Yep. Okay. Look, Shadow. All right.
Shadow rocking the guitar. Tails on the bass.
I was going to be in Kentucky. I could go down there. I'm probably not. want to do that, but
You don't want to go.
I could go to Louisville.
I'm probably not going to do that.
I'll probably not.
But good.
No. I want, like, when you say the words Kentucky, and I think a Sonic concert in Kentucky, that just makes me laugh in my head.
I mean, they're gonna be in Louisville.
Yeah. Fucking Charles Entertainment Cheese ass band gonna be showing up in Louisville, Kentucky.
Charles Entertainment.
That's his name.
That's his name.
No, I know.
That's the man's
funny
name.
to hear it out.
That is his government name, and that's how
That
you
is his
shall address
government
him. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yep.
Oh shit! All right. I don't have anything else. I'm watching this big ass storm rolling in. And hopefully I don't have to drive through since I have to drive to the theater.
Oh yeah.
I forgot it was about to rain.
Yeah, we got the warning just now. We got the thunderstorm watch. It's coming. It's coming.
Yep, coming.
But anyway, if you want to send us some tweets, you can find us on Blue Sky at ZTGD Radio. On Twitter, it's at ZTGD Podcast. And you can send emails to podcast ZTGD.com. And that's all I got. So unless anybody has anything else, we'll get out of here. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.